Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Alabama's offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity. Through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this.
Pulls it in on the left. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go to work for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
The Rebels headed quickly to the line. The play-action fake. It's complete on the right side. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Now on the return. slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. The expressway is wide open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
That's a good omen if you're this offense, obviously. It's early in the game. You've got the lead, and the ball's bouncing their way. Really nice catch there, David, off the deflection.
A good early omen, for sure, for this offense. Like, when you're getting deflections and you're catching those, that's a good start to this ball game. Let's get some positive juices flowing, because those are breaks that sometimes turn into interceptions, but early in this game, it turns into a big catch.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his own 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown tie! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisville. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle, it's blocked. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big proof.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And after that last sack, man, you can just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The sack by the defense forces 4th down and a punt. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Catches it inside his 20, chance to really gain some ground. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's gonna pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's gonna fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Touchdown, Bama! And how about the kicking game coming up with a play? That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Here's the return from inside the 25. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive here.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. Escapes the sack. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He'll set up to throw. They're trying to get to him. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
That's caught. It's McConnell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing, and what a season he's putting together, well on his way to a 1,500-yard campaign. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Barrels ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. He is denied, stopped just short of the goal line, pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This offense has a second down play. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Running with power. And he has a solid gain on the play before slide. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and take it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Still running at the 40. Afterburners coming. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Rebels send out the punt unit. From midfield, looking for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central.
Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. And the returner will be dragged down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on first down. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.